If you noticed in the lesson, the title of the chart was How a Panther Roars in Table Groups. What we've realized is that we tend to expect kids to know how to behave in every situation when they come to school. They don't always know how to behave. So what we've realized is that we need to teach them the expected behaviors and practice them routinely, and then have many opportunities throughout the day to reinforce that behavior in a positive way.
I'll be looking for groups that can work hard and stay on task.
As we move forward, we're looking forward to engaging the community in further opportunities for learning about how Panther roars out in the community, at home, and possibly have opportunities to contribute to that so that students can start to see how roars transfers in the real world.
The 7th grade team recently engaged in an interdisciplinary project that connected various content areas to ELA in particular.
In ELA, we were working on reading Fever 1793, which is a book centered around the yellow fever epidemic in Philadelphia during that year. And we were able to tie that in with social studies. Mr. Kramer worked on the history of the yellow fever outbreak, and then students were tasked with researching their own diseases to figure out the history.
And so the science content specifically related to disease, how disease spreads, how do you get certain diseases, and then closing with treatment and prevention of those. The project itself, students were tasked with not only researching an unknown disease and figuring out what that was, but then creating a handbill that allowed them to show their research, and specifically those areas from science and history as they related to Fever 1793 and their disease as a whole.
Well, the lesson started with using some critical thinking, analyzing a mentor text, and kind of picking out the attributes of good writing, and then the students from there pick those out and then use those for criteria for their own writing. They also had the opportunity to collaborate with each other, a lot of group work, a lot of talking around the piece that they created to make them better and to reach higher levels with them. And then also just in terms of communication, they were just a lot of conversation within the groups. In our classroom, we've kind of built a culture of it's okay to take risks, and if we don't know something, we don't know it yet. The students have really kind of connected with that, and everyone is willing to take risks, and they're confident in doing so.
In my lesson, one of the things that the students really worked on was collaboration. And in the lesson, they were given a task to work in partners, and they had to collaborate to generate ideas. And they were not only working with partners, but they had to work with a large group too. They had to revise peer work, and they had to figure out ways to improve their peers' work. So this is an important skill in the 21st century, because students, no matter what job they're working, whether it's on a trade job, whether it's a professional position, they're always going to be forced or required to work with someone else. So that was one of the bigger skill sets that they worked on in this lesson.
The Impressionists are one of my performance groups, extracurricular groups. And pretty much what we do all day, every day is collaboration, problem solving, learning how to communicate effectively with each other, and then also with our audience ultimately for our performances. I think the rigor of that and the intensity of what we do shows through our performances. The students get to effectively communicate with their audience. I think that's what really sets it apart.
The purpose of the mini lesson today was to show kids how they can use their 21st century learning skills, and noticing the author's craft, why the author does what they do, and that way they can then apply it into their own books. Later on in the next month, they're going to be starting their expert fair project, and what that is the kids then create their own books based on what they've learned. So they've learned all these nonfiction text features. It's very authentic because they have an actual audience. It's very rigorous, especially for second graders. They learn how to use the text features, how to put them together to create their own books. They have to have a table of contents, they have to have the glossary, they have to have their different sections with their headings on them. They even go so far as to have bold words. So it's definitely very rigorous for second graders. And then they have an authentic audience that comes And during the expert fair, they have parents there, they have the community members, we get the newspaper to come. They have all the students in the school, so they definitely have a purpose and they're very authentic and they love the experience that they go through.